Well, today's the day. Gonna get back in the airplane with an instructor, start my biannual flight review, which is going to take a little bit longer than normal because I haven't flown for a while. Might as well get going. Well, here we are. Looks like it's going to be a good day for my first flight in a long time, where I actually get to log hours. Looking forward to this. So we're going to see what happens. Got here a little early. That's fine. Looks like the weather's good. Should be a good day. So I'm down here at Broadhead Airport. Really bummed out. And my first flight, it went well. It was very gusty and windy, as you'll see in a minute. But the problem that I had was I was stupid. I didn't recheck to make sure my GoPro was running. So I was concentrating on logging some time with the instructor and thought I had the GoPro on, but unfortunately it was not. So instead of now having video of my first flight after I shouldn't say first flight, first logged hours after such a long time of no logged hours, I don't have any video of it, but I do have it on computer. So went out there and I'll show you in a minute here what the conditions were, and then also I'll show you what the flight was. So I'm really bummed, really sad, but I guess I'm more interested in flying than videography. Somebody professional would have checked and made sure and checked and rechecked, but unfortunately I didn't. So take a look, we'll go from there next time for sure. As you can see by the METARs, we had a little bit of a crosswind, 28 to 29 miles an hour. So it's going to make for a rough day taking off. But we'll see. We'll see how things go and go from there. Okay, the flight. The flight was fun. A little bit of a crosswind, like I said, taking off. And then we wanted to climb to about 3,500 feet to begin with to see if it was a little bit less choppy up there. And that's what we did. And then we did some turns just to see if my skill level was still where it should be. And then, as you can see right now, we're doing some 360 turns. With the wind blowing, they're more like 360 ovals than 360 circles. It was still a little bit rough up there. We did climb to 4,500 feet to try to get out of it, and that helped a lot. After the 360s and some 90-degree turns, went into some stalls, both departure stalls and also power off stalls. Did those to get an idea of how well I guess reacted to those. It's been a while since I did some stalls, but they worked out fine. Did a couple of those, lost a little bit, like you would in a stall, but it ended up pretty good. After the stalls, as we're going in right now, did a couple, I guess you could say, mock pattern work. We did a couple patterns to try to get an idea about power off and losing some altitude, doing some turns, trying to get lined up with a particular heading and go from there. So once we did two of those, we ended up heading back to the airport, to Middleton. field there. As you can see by the ground speed, we got up going pretty good. Entered the pattern there. Then I learned about noise abatement into Middleton, and also where to turn from there. And we ended up landing. Now this is a little bit different view. This same flight, it's just that craft you get to see the airspeed and the altitude that we had going on and during the different maneuvers. Still, it was the same flight, just a different view. A little bit quicker through there, but you can see the stalls and see loss of altitude and etc. And then in for a landing. Well, as you can see, the flight was, well, on the tack it was 0.9 hours, but about a half hour actually in the air, maybe a little bit more than that, depending on which one you look at. So it was a lot of fun. Good to get back up in the air again. It's a really nice day down here at Broadhead Airport. That's where I'm doing this little touch-up for the video. A little bit of a wind, but as you can see from the sky, it'd be a great day to fly down here too. I thought I heard an airplane start up and take off, but didn't get out here in time to see it. But in any case, next week I have another flight scheduled with the instructor to get my biannual flight review finished, and so that we can go ahead and start flying in earnest. I want to thank you for following me on my journey from Rusty Pilot to logging hours and flying again. I really appreciate that. If you like these videos, please hit the like button below, and please hit the subscribe button below. I really appreciate it if you would subscribe and follow me along on my journey. I read all comments, so please, if you have any comments about what videos I should be doing, or if there's anything that I should be doing pilot-wise to get back in the air, I will read those comments, and I appreciate them all. So thank you for all that. And I also want to thank Kelch Aviation again. During this Wisconsin winter, they allowed me to use their aircraft and their museum as a backdrop, and I really appreciate that. You can get more information on Kelch in the description below. Thank you. Have fun. Stay safe.